So hopefully, they managed to pull that off. Wait, streamer stopped again, has it, MBK?
Yeah.
5 seconds to insertion.
And it's back again. Alrighty then.
Hold on.
We seem to be dealing with some technical issues. We do apologize for this inconvenience.
Back though. Okay.
Trying as much as we can to make sure that we can deliver the best quality in this on this match day. Maverick's making a couple of picos onto dirt. Understandable. Usually you want to watch out for anybody sitting in dirt. It's quite common to see people often sitting in dirt, making sure no one comes into the beat. And now you have, now you have the entry hole being made. Well, he's not going to complete it just yet. He's going to wait to break it. And there you go. Nope, not quite. Gonna reload completely. And there we go. As the first body is dropped, the first defender goes down. And the bug has secured the first kill.
For Virtual-5 versus
Attackers have
Shiny.
located a bomb.
V5 is going to have the man advantage going forward from this point in until the first attacker is dropped. We have Buck sitting here in kitchen, making the vertical sight lines. That is how he got the first kill, I assume. You also have Hibana, who's going to peek from the open hatch. She's going to get another player from inside a site, and Smoke and Castle have been taken out. Their late game, or half of the defenders' late game.
King was actually playing 2 forward.
Oh, in fact, we have Maverick, who's already inside.
You see that Echo? Echo is actually trying to get the diffuser.
This is where, exactly, this is where Echo's utility comes into play, as he's going to deny Maverick's plan. Both times the C4 comes out from Mozzie.
That was a really great play from AK though. AK Maharaj. Yeah,
OG Dragon's going to drop the diffuser inside a side. Hibana's now inside a side. Will be taken out by Mozzie as well. Now it's a 2v3.
And I think AK Maharaj would get the skill for sure.
No, he's not going to.
He just got
The Buck sitting from
Virtual-5. And that last 2 kills from Mike was really mind-blowing.
the last 2
That
kills coming
shot.
out from the Buck in church. Well, outside of church in Moto.
Would you call it
Quite
a no scope?
nice.
Like we do call it like a no scope. We can we?
Well, he did have the shotgun in hand. You don't really need to scope in with the shotgun,
Yeah.
Oh well, a good push from
But
V5
those
once
last two
again.
kills from the shotguns were really good. The way he actually took a good decision by pushing.
More than anything, V5 just well, they had a good push initially. Maverick really just managed to sneakily get in there, but was unable to hold down the diffuser thanks to Echo. Echo's utility can never really be understated with his 2 drones. He did manage to stop the plant long enough for the C4 from Mozzie. But to no avail.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Oh well. Now we are gonna go back to CCTV's site hold after a double win from V5 on 2 sites. It really was quite the nice push from. It can't really be overstated. V5 has made some really nice moves. They almost faltered in the last round downstairs, unfortunately. Or fortunately for them, it worked out just as well as you'd hope. Now they are making you have Mute here, Mute and Mozzie making the vertical sight lines from the first floor into sight, just like they did in the first round, to make sure, any plant, if their plant denial from inside is taken out, they can just sit below and shoot the diffuser down.
And Virtual-5 is actually passing through too much information from the team so that there's a clear idea and that's clear communication of timing too. That they actually using a lot of time advantage.
More than anything, they're just gathering intel and biding their time, and you have
they're waiting for the Shining Heroes to walk into their crosses.
And
Slight bit of sound, and you're gone.
And yeah, it's been working out for them so far. You have Viper here. He knows that there's going to be at least 1 or 2 players just sitting down
He
here.
has no clue that there's someone upstairs.
She definitely knows from their
Yeah.
first round that there will be at least one person playing down here, hence watching anybody
Oh,
to
he
rotate.
actually spotted, but then he's not sure. Loki spotted, but
All Viper knows right now is that there's someone there. Now, as to who's there or how many are there,
A
he's not
bomb
really
has been
sure.
located.
We do still
even
have
if he gets the
vision.
stairs kill, this eco for him.
We have Maverick once again going for that half wall,
Back
and
wall. Yeah.
Hibana's gonna be opening up garages.
Maverick is actually using his abilities properly.
He's using it quite well, but
Yeah.
the thing is, he's opened out at feet level first. So if anyone's in sight in CCTV, they can like see his feet and maybe shoot him out. But it doesn't seem like he's gonna be facing that danger just yet. Some
Defender is
flashbangs
approaching
happening
the kill
inside of
zone.
garage, and ooh, hello, AK Maharaj with the echo all the way in VIP parking. He's waiting for that Hibana or anyone really who are trying to open garage just to peek out to try and get them,
Defender
but
has left
he's
the
not going to
area
spot
of
anyone just
operation.
yet. Shots are fired.
Defender exposed.
Hibana does take up a little bit of damage, but
Eco trying to
Doesn't-
push out, but still didn't get Hibana though. There are
doesn't
two
seem
actually
like
at the garage.
Attackers have
one.
located
You have
a
the
bomb.
Captain pushing up, gets a trade.
Phantom gets down. Phantom. Okay, Kingo gets down. Phantom, but okay, they traded.
It's a trade. It's a trade.
And Hibana gets one more. Diffuser
Hibana's
got
gonna get a
down.
kill from inside of garage. Diffuser is with Maverick outside of side. Hibana's very low in
Sophie is
garage.
still out there trying to get one kill.
Just watching for anyone. As Hibana's gonna get another kill. As Viper's gonna get his, I think first. I'm not
It's
entirely
1v4 for
certain.
Eco.
And now it's all on Echo. He's gonna
And
stun
the
Maverick
getting
once,
planted.
stopping the plant. Maverick's going again. Echo needs to get back on that drone. He's gonna kill Viper,
He got one.
Attackers active.
but he doesn't know where the
Diffuser is
plant.
right above him. Diffuser is right above him, but does he have any clue? He's looking at the stairs. Maverick might
Nope,
push
he
him
did
outside.
not enough intel coming in from the drone to know where exactly the plant was. We have Buck just sitting inside of sight. It's still a 1v3. He has a lot of work to do, AK Maharaj. Buck's just gonna be sitting in cash, waiting, skeleton key in hand. AK doesn't know that there's someone in here. Pre-fires a couple of angles, not gonna be able to get anything out of it. As they close in on each other. AK is gonna get the first kill in this 1v3 clutch situation. Can he get the other two while still getting the
Attackers
defuse?
need to protect
He's
the
on a
diffuser.
timer. Shining Heroes. He did in fact find it, but he's gonna fake a counter defuse. Gets shot up. However, no time in hand to counter defuse. And the attackers are gonna take the round purely because the defuse, like bomb defusal cycle went off.
A very nice try from AK Maharaj though.
He gave it his all. He downed,
Yeah.
he downed the operators in time. He did peak a little slow initially to come back into sight, but with a Buck with a skeleton key sitting there, you don't really know where he's gonna be.
But
So
the surprise fact is he actually took down Maverick.
he didn't really have enough time in hand to go for the counter defuse. So really, it's just a choice of do you go for the kill or do you stick it and potentially get shot. Well, regardless.
This time Maverick. Oh, I think Maverick is always the he's carrying the diffuser and
Attackers need to
playing the
locate
play
and
properly.
defuse bombs.
Gonna go back to CCTV, gonna try and hold this again. They did have a somewhat successful hold, but they just kind of fell through. Like Shining Heroes just kind of fell through in the middle. Fortunately, losing too many bodies, not being able to make up in terms of kills, which really led to a 1v something situation for Echo, not being able to clutch
Hopefully
it out.
Shining Heroes have something good this time.
Maybe they can pull it back. Who knows?
Yeah.
It is still a
There's
very,
always a chance. There's always a chance to come back. There's always
especially
there's always a
since
chance.
it's
Space
this
for miracle.
early.
5 seconds.
Especially since it's this early in the game. Just a 1-3 disadvantage. They're only down by 2 rounds. They have to win 3 to get the advantage back. And they can, very much so. This game so far has shown that, anyone can really take it because bodies are falling at
Yes.
whatever time is. Right? It's decided by the players. And most of this game has been pretty good.
Like, losing rounds on defender side is actually not too good.
Not really. If you're the first team on defense, you shouldn't really be losing too many rounds because when you go into attack at the round rotation, when you rotate between attack and defense, you don't want to have too big of a deficit going into the attack, so you have some leg room to try and out of that bad situation. The way things are right now, Shining Heroes could possibly take a couple rounds in their favor, maybe, and give themselves a nice little, like quite a lot of legroom to go ahead and
Bomb
play
located by
their attack.
attackers.
Yeah, if Shining Heroes don't get this round, it's going to be a little trouble for them to pass on in the attacker side.
Exactly. It is starting to get a little bit troublesome.
And choosing the same CCTV objective again makes me concerned about are they planning something different, or are they going to play it basic?
Given the last round, they would have changed something here and there in their strategy. The attackers, for the most part, are playing pretty similarly to how they did before. Viper's going to be watching, or at least he was watching, the first floor. You do have Capita already in Catwalk. He's going to be advancing in towards site, and you also have Habana inside of Garage, watching the door, making sure anybody doesn't rotate into the stairs immediately.
Maverick again with the half fall.
He's doing the half wall trick. Quite fond of it, clearly. And understandably so, Maverick's half wall
Actually,
trick.
Shining Heroes are not using the advantage of Maverick doing the feet thing first, feet half fall first.
Well, he didn't really do it this time. This time he did head first and feet, which is the better way to do it. Last time he did kind of leave himself vulnerable. Wasn't punished for it, curiously enough, but that's just how the defensive side did things. And now we are getting close to 35 seconds in the round as the first body will fall. Phantom will get Dr. Stoneheart, as Buck will get the second kill. AK Maraj goes down, so does Diffuser, and the push into the side is coming in. Maverick's going to be planting the Diffuser. Eager's going to come into side. He's going to get shot down from inside of Garage, and the last body hasn't quite fallen yet. Legion coming up from
Attackers
red
are
stairs,
activating the diffuser.
pushing the side, and now it's all up to him in a 1v4. Takes out the pistol, tries to get some shots into the breach, not being able to. What is he gonna do here? Has an impact and has one goo mine left in his inventory. Capital inside trying to contest this. Impacts the wall, trying to open up the hole. Put up a rotation, he's gonna peek and will get shot from Buck, standing just outside the breach. Attacker is taking yet another round in favor of Virtual-5. Once again, V5 just demonstrating why they are, a team to be reckoned with, like a team to watch out for.
Yeah. And another round goes for Virtual-5. They're actually playing pretty good. And what do you think? What do you think the small mistakes made by Shining Heroes?
Mostly speaking, I would say they're letting go of Garage a bit too quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I understand not defending Garage because you're not confident about it, but at the same time, when you have the Capital and the Hibana or the Zofia, anybody really, when you have two bodies constantly pushing Garage on your CCTV
Attackers
defense,
need
it
to
might be
locate and
smart
defuse as many
to
bombs as they
allocate one defender to that region to try and stop them, at least delay them, get some intel. They haven't really done that, and every time V5 has just pushed Garage, push site, CCTV falls, and really it's just an easy take from there.
I actually expected a really good gameplay from Shining Heroes last round as they chose CCTV twice in order to, actually make the mistake for it, but then no, it doesn't work.
No, unfortunately, it doesn't seem
And
like...
Virtual-5 really have a good teamwork and individual players potential that they can push at any time with all confidence.
More than anything, it's their coordination. They
Yeah.
have clearly come into this
Yeah.
game prepared, for
They
everything
really,
that Shining
I
Heroes
was
could throw at them.
talking about it yesterday. You saw like the prediction, the way Virtual-5 played, the way they pushed, and it's a different strat every round. It's not the same strat. It's different for every round. Even though they're winning, they don't have that overconfidence on their head.
They haven't allowed themselves to be picked up one by one. They haven't been overconfident. They haven't dry peaked or over peaked really. You just
Yeah.
sort of go into the game, coordinate, use your strats, and execute. That's been Virtual-5.
And in a situation like this, Shining Heroes should be like playing more aggressive, trying to take some spawn peaks.
More than anything, V5 really needs to look into body management. They need to make sure that their roamers actually, delay the attackers' instead of allowing the attackers access to site instantly. Like, you have Mute, who's currently just rotating all the way from top floor down towards site, as Viper will get the first kill
Located by attackers.
from inside of dirt to site. Now, this,
Yeah.
they do have the castle, but I think it was castled off their wall, their door, in fact. Not too much effect, even if it wasn't really. You can't stop a Zofia from going in. She has the breaching ground.
Viper on the roof.
And, well, kitchen hatch has been opened, and Hibana and Maverick are going to be peeking from there. Actually, Maverick's going to make a straight push into sight. There is no echo this time, so he's going to go for the plant.
They have no clue. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
cover from top of hatch. Cover from top of hatch. Castle goes down as another couple bodies are dropped by Phantom. And now it is a 1v5 diffuser all alone left in church. He's going to get peeked. And killed by the Hibana. Flawless round for Virtual-5, taking round 6. And once again demonstrating why their coordinated pushes are so good.
It's going to be really, really difficult for Shining Heroes at this moment. And as you can see in the Virtual-5 leaderboard, everybody's actually putting their efforts properly in game. And I think the most the most player who's actually getting involved in taking trade kills is Phantom. What do you
Well, he has been doing his part. Mike as well, you know, getting the kills wherever needed. Attacking wise, V5 has pushed very well. Coordinated,
Yes.
strategized, executed. That's basically been one of the highlights of this game so far, is how V5 have managed to push
And they're
time
not
and time
actually-
again.
yeah, and they're not actually playing the same game again and again to get caught by. Not even a single body is getting dropped down from V5.
Defenders
Especially in
protect
that
your
last
bombs
round.
from being
It
defused
Yeah.
by
looked like
attackers.
Sinister Heroes, not Sinister, Shiny Heroes were caught completely off guard as soon as the body started dropping out of sight. They almost could have had the Maverick. They didn't count on hatch protection from the Hibana. So, unfortunately, not being able to really stop the plant or anyone from dying after that point. Well, now at the end of the 6th round, beginning of the 7th round, you do have roles being swapped. So V5 will now be on defense for the remainder of this game, unless they go into overtime. In overtime, it's overtime. Overtime is just its own
5
thing.
seconds to go.
And
And
I'm not expecting an overtime at this point of the match. If Shining Heroes really don't get this round, it's going to be
Exactly. Shining Heroes, like I said a couple rounds ago, you don't really want to lose too many rounds if you're the first defending team. Because
Yeah.
going into offense, it makes
and
it
we have
that
a
much
Monte.
harder.
And we have a Monte on Shining Heroes. That's interesting.
And they might try to go for the smoke clan. Monty's almost like a big drone himself, really.
Yes.
And we have this Maverick as well. Gonna go for the same half wall trick. Barbed wires are gonna be seen on garage stairs, and there is a player in garage. This is exactly what I was talking about. One defender in garage just to hold down, gather intel, do anything really to slow down the attackers. Echo over here, in fact.
And Monte did spot Eco, but then Eco can't help do anything about it.
And now this is another thing I was talking about. Maverick doing this half wall trick should be punished, if not killed, if you can see him, you know? Maverick has been
But though
spotted
you have
and lit
Zofia
up.
for the backup.
You have Zofia for the backup, but he was still lit up by the Echo from inside of garage, as in fact, speaking of him, Echo is down inside of garage.
And Monten is on fire himself.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Monty's gonna get the kill onto Echo, but he's gonna get traded out by Smoke, who's also gonna die at the hands of the Buck sitting outside of garage. That is now garage taken proper control of by the attackers, with only the loss of Monty.
It's a
3v4.
3v4. Man advantage for Shining Heroes though.
Exactly, man advantage for Shining Heroes. You see, have IQ from below, trying to spot anybody in their cams or any sort of utility. Not gonna see anyone.
If Shining Heroes do not get this round, it's going to be 6 continuous rounds in order to OT for them. It's just going to be
Exactly,
really
which is gonna be ridiculously tough for them. It's already very tough if you're down 1-5. Now, curious that Phantom is right below the force. You can see on the Jaeger, he's gonna
And he
light
just
up
put this-
IQ.
And he misses out that kill.
He missed on that
IQ,
kill, but
IQ
IQ's
has
not
a
gonna
he's
look.
kind of below. Oh my god, and he... Oh, shouldn't have done that. You got a big mistake.
They tried to run, but will get taken out as Diffuser gets
Already
another
gets
kill.
kill.
Triple
Oh
kill
my
for
God.
Diffuser, and it's all left up to Viper
And-
inside of sight as the push happens from Garage. He's in
And
a
it's a
1v4.
1v4 and should be really difficult for Mute.
Diffuser's
you
gonna be
can
going
say,
down. However, that's the
it's
first kill in this
one down.
1v4. Viper's gonna get his first kill of this round up, but to
and-
no avail.
Finally, 1-1 for Shining Heroes. They actually played pretty well this round, Shining Heroes. They actually did
Indeed.
well. They did their homework properly this time, maybe.
They pushed well and they pushed with conviction. They went in determined to win, and they came out with the ideal result. Now, one thing I did notice right at the end there, something I wanted to call out a long time ago, but I really didn't, is that Maverick trying the half wall trick kind of just couldn't for whatever reason. He left a couple strands in here and there, stopping him from really breaking anything.
Yeah.
And then getting shot by Echo obviously was like a natural
But
deterrent.
then
It's like,
Zofia was actually spotting from the feet thing. From the feet half wall, she was actually trying to spot people. But then, nah.
nobody was really there to be shot, really. It was just a trade of nothing.
Maybe just Maverick did it on just for doing purpose half wall,
Attackers need
maybe.
to locate and defuse
No, he
the
went there
bomb.
with intent. He went there to break that half wall. Like, that was very clear. He just wasn't able to do it.
And Mute pushing through the dirt. Trying to get a spawn kill.
Nope. He's going to be reinforcing, I believe, inside of dirt, which is pretty standard, unless, he's feeling particularly ballsy today. Who knows? Actually, I just realized they have brought in Meister for their late game, or at any point if they want to go for the plant, any sort of denial.
The other day, while I was playing, the other day, yesterday we had a match on, I think on Villa, and the one guy, the placements of the master camps were really, really perfect. That they can't even just get rid of the master camp. It wasn't like he actually planted master really, really the good places. I don't know how do you describe that, but he had a really good IQ on placing those camps.
Well, with Maestro, as he is currently, you do have to be somewhat careful if the attackers bring a Twitch or an Ashe or really anybody with breaching charges, or Twitch, again, mentioning her, because she can, take out the Evil Eyes with the Twitch Drone. You have, what's his name? Thatcher.
Yes.
Right, Thatcher, excuse me. Like, the Evil Eye has a lot of direct counters that can destroy it or disable it. But, if you're a good Maestro player, if you're clever with where you put your Evil Eyes, you will get away with it pretty much scot-free.
A proper Maestro a proper gameplay from Maestro can really help the teammates well.
Exactly. Maestro is very
Actually,
instrumental.
sometimes get the round.
Actually, I've seen situations where Maestro, right at the end, his Evil Eye is still there with him, manages to deny the plant at the last second, winning the round for the defenders. It's always possible, especially if the attackers are somewhat hit up, like if they're 50, 40 HP, something like that. They can be denied. Now, I think Maverick just broke a hat somewhere. Not exactly sure. Buck's going to be making the vertical
And
play.
there's still a chance for Shining Heroes to get that back. This is
They've definitely given themselves a better chance by winning that last round, but they have to win
Yes.
continuous rounds at this point on.
And
They
by
can
the
only-
way they paired the way they're pushing this round, I don't think they're actually looking at the time clock, and they haven't really.
They probably are. They are. It seems like a church push so far. You do have the diffuser, man with the diffuser dropping in church. However, the first body's going to go down. V5 gets the first kill. Interestingly enough, the Maestro will get the kill into Moto. He's still looking inside the church to see if he can get anyone. Diffuser's going to nade into church. Not going to get anybody, but the Maestro. Oh, that's a misnade. Buck.
Yes.
Careful there.
Yeah.
He's gonna see the Maestro, and they're gonna get the Maestro from inside of Armory. They're gonna open up the church push just a little bit more, but there are bodies in blue as Moz is gonna get a kill. 4v3. 30 seconds and less in the round. Bodies are dropping everywhere. It's a 3v2. Body favor in favor of the attackers.
It's going to be Shining Heroes
Attackers are
round.
activating
It's
bomb
actually.
diffuser.
Oh, they actually got the diffuser planted, and it's a 3v1.
1v3. Mike on the Jaeger still upstairs on the first floor. He's going to try to get anything from vertical, but not going to be able to get any vertical kills.
Defenders
Has to drop down into side. He is on the clock here.
Can
Now,
Jaeger
there
do
is some
this?
intel,
No.
but he's going to get pushed back by one of the Nomad charges. Now it's up to him. All up to him. Pushing into church. Pre-fire is coming out from
And
the bug.
Diffuser has really very good idea about where Mike is coming from, and
You guys gonna peek inside a side, but
another flawless round for Shining.
it's not a flawless round,
But still,
it's a good round.
yeah, it was really a good one.
Jaeger's
The push, the church push actually worked out.
Interestingly enough, when they dropped into church like that, I wasn't expecting the round to go into their favor. I thought
Yeah.
Maestro got the first kill. Someone's gonna flank from inside of church. This is all over right
It
here.
was
Nope.
just a little mistake from V5 pushing too much.
Not pushing too much. I wouldn't say too much. I'd say too little. They didn't really do anything to capitalize on the main stairs push along with the church side push. Maestro, once he went down from the main stairs peak, nothing was really punished. They just kind of
Yeah,
went into side.
I did mention they were not pushing too much. I meant it that. I meant like that.
Understandable.
Attackers need to locate
But
and
again,
defuse
nice
bombs.
push from Shining Heroes. V5 had a good defense for a majority of the time. Diffuser was
And
being
I think
planted.
there is a 75% chance for the Shining Heroes to get this game to the OT. They're actually doing pretty well at the attacker side though.
As attackers, yes, they are doing very well, actually.
Very
A
well.
lot better than they were doing on defense. Maestro's, as we see Maestro reinforcing dirt, really. As I was saying, they did leave themselves in a bit of a pinch going into attack in a 1-5 disadvantage.
10
But
seconds to
now
go.
it's 3-5, and they have a good chance of bringing this game back. And who knows, maybe even winning it. They'd still have to win 4 more rounds consecutively without fail. But it's certainly possible. They have shown that on the defending side, they have the chops to make up the loss.
And that's what I was talking. Miracles can happen.
Miracles can happen. This is, in fact, Rainbow Six Siege. Anything can happen. At this point, it's one of the beautiful facts of the game.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen. It's pretty much the same hold, however, from V5 going back
And
down to
Virtual-5
basement.
have been playing huge passive.
They certainly were playing quite passive last round. Hopefully they
Yes.
don't play that passive. Well, Bandit here is just busy destroying every single item on that table to make sure
Yes.
he can climb up on that from any given point. Phantom. Anyway, we do hear Hibana opening a hatch somewhere. Not really sure where she's opening it from. Kitchen hatch, in fact. Quite the standard push, standard stuff happening here. Drone's gonna go down from the hatch into sight.
A bomb has been
So-
located.
So far, Shining Heroes have done the same thing that V5 was doing initially, is taking their time, gathering intel, denying utility, and
They
pushing
learn their mistakes. They get back on track.
exactly, and falling into sight as soon as they have everything they need. Once
And the
everything
proper
is in place,
trade is really working good for Shining Heroes. The proper trade.
speaking
Oh,
of
he
proper
was-
trade, however, one of Shining Heroes is going to go down at the hands of the smoke.
Yes.
He's going to be sitting inside of dirt. That's where he got the first kill on the
It's
Maverick.
important for Shining Heroes not to get confident about it this time.
They need to make sure that they don't
Located
get
by
picked
attackers.
off by the smoke sitting
Yes.
inside of dirt. Nomad's just outside of dirt, going to be droning, trying to see if she can get anybody.
Stone's droning and Smoke is pretty intensely waiting for the dirt guy to push. And I think he should be able to spot
And
Smoke.
the drone on dirt is definitely able to see. Smoke gets shot up somewhat and will get followed and re-peeked.
Sticks down Smoke.
He's followed and peeked, and Smoke goes down. Dr. Stoneheart gonna be able to get the kill. ADS in there doesn't know that the ADS is in there. That's a flashbang and one piece of utility as the entire operator goes down. Maestro pushes into dirt. Hibana drops into sight now, along with Zofia. Actually, they're all inside of sight. And Maestro's from dirt. He's gonna have to do something about this.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Ozzy gonna get a kill, denying the diffuser drop. Ooh,
And-
hello. That was a quick round finish before we could really
Yeah.
catch up to what was happening. Using those rotates made everywhere. Like the remaining members of V5 just managing to bring that round
It was
back.
too early for Shining Heroes to plan the diffuser. Yeah, like I felt it, they rushed into the shot and started planning, and there was no proper cover.
Having all 3 bodies inside of sight definitely is what hurt them right there. They should have
Yes.
had at least one man on flank watch, doing something with that didn't involve crowding up right next to diffuser. As soon as Mozzie came in, got that first kill, it was really it fell down like a pack of cards. at that point.
They still like they had the advantage of smoke going down, but still, unfortunately, they couldn't take the
Attackers
round
need to
even
locate
after
and defuse
planting the
bombs.
diffuser. Like, no, they didn't.
After getting that.
Yes.
Regardless, that was a successful defense, and now on match point at a 6-3 advantage, V5 just needs to win this one round to bring it all home and win this match, where they've been pretty like surgical. Maybe surgical is a bit much. They've been playing very well. This game, this entire
They've
game.
been actually constant. They've been constant. Is no messing around in V5, but luckily,
Consistent.
yes. But luckily, Shining Heroes
5
got
seconds
those
to
two
insertion.
lucky rounds.
Couple of rounds in
Obviously
favor of
lucky, but
Shining
still
Heroes.
Attackers
Not
are
really.
reaching out to locate a bomb and defuse.
They did their part. A little bit of luck definitely goes into winning rounds in Siege. Sometimes a little bit, but it's mostly dependent on how you execute your pushes and how you execute your defenses, right? So, props to Shining Heroes. They definitely have given it their all, and it's not like they're completely out yet. They can still bring this game into overtime and maybe win it from there, or who knows what could happen, because they have to win yet again 3 rounds at the very least from this point onwards without
this round
fail.
is gonna decide is it Shining Heroes or V5. I completely I predicted it's going to be V5, and I still am thinking it's going to be V5.
Mm-hmm.
As it's the last round, V5 will take this round easily.
Oh, here's hoping
I'm
that we
pretty
get to see a
confident
little bit
about
more action. I personally would like to see a little bit more action coming up from both teams. Rounds have been close. Not to say that one flawless round from V5 meant that they have been flawless every time. Sometimes they've been pushed all the way into the corner, managed to make it out, but sometimes they haven't.
And
that's
this 1 minute 45 seconds on the clock, and the first body goes down because it's down Phantom. Pretty good one from Shining Heroes.
the first kill from Shining Heroes in this round, as Phantom is going to be the first to go down. Diffuse is going to repeat that rotation into Red Stairs. Echo sitting in.
Still 1 minute 6 seconds on the clock. Shining Heroes should actually do something about it. Plan.
Exactly. Now you do have 2 bodies of V5 sitting in red, as Jaeger's gonna push up. Smokes right on the door to side, waiting for somebody to peek him. As a grenade comes out, he doesn't have anywhere to go.
That does help them. That need does that help him. Diffuser takes down Smoke.
However, the Diffuser is gonna go down, and
That
is gonna get a kill.
And
Ping.
Kumu takes down Viper, and it's a
Attackers have
3v2,
recovered their
and
diffuser.
Oh, however, it's now a 1v3, 1v2 in fact, as the Echo from inside of Garage is gonna get a kill. Now the plant's going down, he has to push into side, but the breach is being watched from
Attackers are
outside.
activating the bomb.
He's gonna push into side, not gonna get a kill just yet, but he knows where they are. SMG, in fact, is bearing 9 out, and he gets a kill. Now it's a 1v1. AK Maharaj is on the rappel outside of.
And I think it's his plant. And Eco surely should have idea that AK is outside. AK.
AK Maharaj is just
Actually
playing it
playing-
safe with that rappel.
Yes.
And now
And
Echo's gonna go for the
AK
counter defuse.
Oh,
AK.
wait.
Nope, that
no.
was a bait. That was a bait to get AK to peek, and AK does peek, gets some shots on Echo, but nothing.
But the time is ticking,
concrete.
and
Echo's still on the timer. Last quarter of the diffuser, he has to go for it now. And
And
AK is actually not going to be able to get him from here because he's long enough. And a counter defuse from V5.
What are you doing, man?
The counter defuse from V5 with the long arm coming in from.
Yes, AK
Echo.
should have rushed.
He should have gone for it as soon as he couldn't see the Echo.
That one last mistake from AK led to, it was in Shining Heroes' hands. Third round should have gone for Shining Heroes.
Exactly, Shining
Yeah,
Heroes
as
had
the
all the
prediction
advantage in the
goes right.
world.
My prediction goes right. It's Virtual 5.
Shining Heroes had all the advantage in the
Yes.
world, but unfortunately they were just not
And look at
able.
the kills. Look at the kills. Every person 9, 7, 9, 5, 10.
Everybody contributing to the kill feed. Mostly
Yes.
was a game of intel and a game of retakes. And Echo in that last round was able to retake on that diffuser brilliantly. Unfortunately, AK Maharaj not quite pushing when he needed to, not stopping the counter defuse from going off, giving V5 the match win, in fact. And with that being said, V5 wins. Props to Shining Heroes. They played quite well going into the game.
Yeah, sorry
throughout
about
the
that.
game. Really, they had a lot of instances where they could have won the
I
round, not
didn't
being able to
expect
execute.
this from AK. I really didn't expect this from AK. He should have pushed because already the diffuser time was ticking up, and the play played by Smoke was right.
Hmm. Uh, that is the first game of tonight's stream. Virtual 5 versus Shining Heroes, and well, Virtual 5 takes that pretty well. 7-3 victory for them.
Yeah.
We will see you in the next game. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for Gaming Elica for joining me.
Bye. I'm like I'm just not like ignoring you on the face, but still,
No,
yeah.
no, 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 no. It's completely fine. Regardless, thank you for joining me for co-casting this game, and we
And
will
I
see
should
you.
thank Jax for being with me
Mhm.
and helping.
Pleasure to co-cast as always.